I'm going to speak to you about the photo that you need to prepare for your IGCSE MFL speaking exam. What I'm about to say covers French, German and Spanish. It's exactly the same for all three languages. So your speaking exam is between 8 and 10 minutes, and the first part of that is going to be the presentation of a photo that you have selected in advance. You will spend 2 to 3 minutes talking about this photo. Now, there are specific things that your photo must include. First of all, it must include a minimum of 2 people. It must have objects in the background, and you must be able to see some kind of interaction. So it might be people talking to each other, it might be people picking litter up, it might be students interacting with the teacher in a lesson. There cannot be any text anywhere in your chosen photo, anything that would help you to prompt. If there was an odd word in your target language, you're not allowed to have any words on the photo. And when it comes to practice, you cannot practice with with the same picture as you're going to use in your final exam with your teacher, although you can use versions of it. Your photo can be from any one of the topic areas. So you have 5 topic areas, A, B, C, D and E. You will recognise them with names such as A is home and abroad, and so on. But once you've chosen your picture from any one of those 5 topics, you will then not be allowed to talk about that topic in the general conversation. So if you choose a holiday-based picture, which is very popular, that means you then won't be able to talk about topic A in your general conversation, the question and answers. So this really is down to you. Some students prefer to pick a photo based on a topic that they don't like the questions and answers that much to, because they know that once they've covered that photo, they can't then get asked about that topic in the questions and answers. Other people who are quite comfortable learning all the questions and answers, you just choose a picture that you like. So 2 to 3 minutes is how long the conversation will last. You pick your photo from one of those 5 topic areas that you study at GCSE. You then cannot talk about that topic area in your general conversation, which is the remaining 6 to 7 minutes of the speaking exam. Make sure that there's plenty of things that you can describe in this picture. As I said, a minimum of 2 people, things going on in the background, and that you will clearly be able to describe their actions. Now, your teacher in the exam will generate 5 questions for you to ask, but they have to follow a very clear format, which allows you to think in advance about how you might answer these. So the first one is very straightforward, a description of the photo. That's something that you can think about, a very good answer in advance. Your teacher may phrase it slightly differently each time, but the first kind of question that your teacher asks has to allow you to give a description of the photo. The second type of question is factual information about the photo. So your teacher might ask, what is such and such a person doing? What is that person wearing? Why is that person laughing? So it will be to elicit a factual response about the picture. The third type of question that your teacher will ask will either be a past or a future possibility. So it might be something along the lines of what did you do when you'd finished swimming in the sea, or what are the students going to do after their lesson, and so on. The fourth kind of question will be to encourage you to give an opinion about the picture. So let's imagine it was a photo of a holiday. It might be what did you think about the weather? What did you think about the restaurant that you were eating in? If it were a picture of students doing a litter pick, it might be, do you think it's important to look after your local environment? The kinds of questions that we do cover in the speaking booklets, just to get you to give an opinion. The fifth question will then move on to the wider topic. It will move slightly away from the picture. So again, if we think about those 2 scenarios, let's say you've talked about a holiday picture, you've given a description, you've said what the people are doing, you've told your teacher what you did after you'd finished eating at the restaurant, and then for your fourth kind of question, you'd given an opinion about the fact that you'd had a wonderful holiday and the food was really nice. Your teacher will then stay within the topic of holidays, but will ask a more general question. So it could be something like, do you prefer to holiday at home or abroad? Or do you think it's important to spend time with your family when you're on holiday? Or what would your ideal holiday destination be like? So within the topic area, but not relating to the photo. If we think about the environmental picture, going through those question types again, if we have a picture of students doing a litter pick, you might have described the picture to me. You might, for question 2, your factual information, have told me what the person is doing on the side, taking the plastic to the recycling bin. You might have then said, well, before this litter pick, we identified which areas were really dirty and what areas we wanted to tidy up. You might have given your opinion about the picture, that you think it's really important to keep your school tidy. And then for question 5, staying within that topic of environment, but moving it onto a wider question, your teacher might ask something like, what do you do at home to protect the environment? What do you think the most important issues are locally? Do you think it's important to recycle? So something relating to the topic, but not absolutely describing what you can see in the picture. So those are the 5 things that you will have to speak about with regards to your picture. Your teacher can give you basic prompts if you get stuck, such as anything else, why, but they can't feed you any more information from that. But with those 5 types of questions that your teacher needs to ask you, you can anticipate what kind of questions you need to prepare. So that is the first part of your speaking exam, the speaking photo, which lasts 2 to 3 minutes.